Days of Our Lives is one of the longest-running scripted TV programs in the world. The daytime soap opera debuted on November 8, 1965, and has aired nearly every weekday ever since. On December 17, 2020, Days of Our Lives aired its 14,000th episode. The series was created by husband and wife team Ted and Betty Corday in conjunction with Sony Pictures Television. Its plot deals primarily with several core families, the Hortons, Bradys, and Dimeras, and their tangled web of interpersonal relationships and drama. Since Days premiered back in the 60s, there have been over 70 soap opera series that have aired on various networks, but today it's one of just 4 that still remain on the air. Days prides itself in creating intimate, family-like characters, complete with compelling plotlines, taking on some groundbreaking and relevant social issues. It's a historically significant show. To celebrate the show's 50th anniversary in 2015, cast and crew members attended an event in D.C., where various scripts and props from the show were donated to the Smithsonian. The crew also vowed to donate various components of the show's opening sequence, including the 2-foot-tall iconic Hourglass and the original audio recording of the late MacDonald Carey uttering the show's long-standing slogan, "Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives." There are many things that fans appreciate about the series. For one, viewers enjoy the sense of escape from reality they receive through some of the show's more outlandish storylines. Regular watchers also develop an intense feeling of loyalty and devotion to their favorite characters. In many ways, the characters in a daytime soap become extended members of our families. Every day you get the chance to tune in and see what's going on in their lives. Actress Susan Seaforth Hayes, who's now 77, is the only actress to have appeared on Days for all 6 decades of its production. In 1968, she started out playing Julie Also, the oldest grandchild of the original matriarch and patriarch of the family. These days, she and real-life husband Bill Hayes make up one of the show's most beloved elderly power couples. Hayes explains that your average movie star, with 4 or 5 credits to their name, might produce 8 to 10 hours of entertainment, but her viewers have gotten the chance to see her and her husband's character for literally thousands of hours. According to her, that's not just stardom, it's true intimacy and support. Soap operas got their start as 15-minute radio dramas in the 30s. They got their nickname because they were often sponsored by detergent companies like Procter & Gamble. They made the leap to television in the 50s as hour-long dramas and have been mainstays of daytime television since. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. And stick around, we've got some interesting tidbits about Days of Our Lives. Where is Salem anyway? Many people mistakenly confuse the Salem featured in the show with a certain town in Massachusetts where witches were hung and burned alive a couple hundred years ago. But the Salem featured in Days isn't located anywhere in the Northeast. In fact, it's located in Illinois. For years, fans have been wanting to know the truth. There were plenty of clues that pointed to the state. For one thing, on many occasions, characters reference things in relation to their proximity to Chicago. Sports fans featured in the series also tend to wear Illinois sports team apparel. It was almost canceled in 2008. For the last couple of decades, soaps haven't been performing as well as they once did. Ratings have progressively gone downhill year after year, and each contract gets shorter and shorter. In 2008, Days faced intense pressure from the network and was almost canceled. Most insiders were under the impression the show wouldn't be renewed for another season. But alas, it has since enjoyed another decade on the air. Granted, ratings and viewership have continued to slip over the years. Actors only learn their lines the night before. An hour-long show every weekday is hard enough for viewers at home. Can you imagine what it's like for the actors? The filming schedule for a soap like Days of Our Lives is super hectic. Actors are so busy they only ever have the chance to look at the script the night before filming. Actress Rachel Melvin says she commits her lines to memory just a couple of hours before shooting. The cast often steals props from the show. It's not altogether uncommon for actors to occasionally borrow props from the films or TV shows they're working on. For some, these pilfered keepsakes can have emotionally sentimental value. Producers aren't shy to ask actors to change their physical appearance. Promptly after casting an actor, producers often make several special requests about their new actor's physical appearance. Actor Brian Datillo confirmed after he auditioned to be on the show, the Days producers asked him to make several hefty changes. He had to wear braces on his teeth, and they also wanted him to wear lifts on his feet to make him taller. Additionally, they wanted him to get a tan and get in better shape. Days was the first soap to cast a man in a woman's role. Alison Sweeney, the actress who currently plays Sammy Brady, went on maternity leave back in 2005. To compensate for her absence, the show's producers decided to cast Dan Wells as her deviously vindictive male alter ego, Stan. Wells played Stan for nearly 6 months before handing the role back to Sweeney. They've fired veteran actors to save money. One way to save on money when advertising revenue keeps declining is to axe some of the veteran actors with higher wages. Sometimes producers feel like a character has become too stale to justify their salaries. If it makes more sense financially to give somebody the boot, then so be it. This mentality has led to fan favorites like Sarah Brown and Matthew Ashford abruptly leaving the show amidst a great deal of controversy. They film 7 episodes a week. Soaps are so different than other kinds of TV shows. What other scripted show airs 5 times a week for the majority of the year? With a tight schedule like that, it requires the cast and crew to show up and film up to 7 episodes per production week. Every actor got released from their contracts in 2019. Reports flooded that the entire cast of Days of Our Lives had officially been released from their contracts in 2019. The news broke following heavy speculation the show was about to be canceled. While it's been renewed twice since then, the contract situation means they can hire the actors back at a lower price to save on cash. Offset romances are commonplace. It's not uncommon for cast members of TV shows or films to hook up, but the actors of Days of Our Lives have been especially known to get cozy. It makes sense though, they spend so much time with each other. Cast members Kyle Lowder and Ariane Zucker have been in a relationship, and so have Molly Burnett and Casey John Diedrich. The costumes are recycled to save money. Until recent times, most of the characters on Days would go through an entire wardrobe each season. Most characters would be in a new outfit every episode, but as the show has faced mounting budget issues, they've had to make a few sacrifices. The costume department has taken a huge hit. New costumes are rare and limited, and the cast reuses a lot of older clothing. It sure looks like we might be observing the end of an era. Soap operas are on the way out, but you have to give credit where it's due. 14,000 episodes is absolutely astonishing. We want to hear from you. Which soap opera is your favorite? Days of Our Lives? Or General Hospital? A different one? Let us know what you think in the comments. And before you go, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.